I'm running in Arizona for the U.S. Senate seat now held by Mr. Senator John McCain, who, by the way, we're at his office with a group of veterans here trying to get him a message about the bad system in the VA and his mismanagement of it. That's just one of the many reasons I'm running for this office. The main reason I'm running for it is because I've observed the people that I'm running against. I look at the votes that the two office holders have both at federal and state level. I realize that several times they vote against the Constitution, thereby violating the very oath they take. I want to serve the state of Arizona and the United States of America in a way that might be a little unique for most people to understand. If a bill that would come before me in the Senate would have amendments to it, or in fact the major part of it violate any part of the U.S. Constitution, which I have taken an oath to protect and to defend, I will vote against that kind of legislation. I do not want to be a career politician. I had very successful careers in business, in life for that matter. It's time that the citizens of Arizona and the United States have representation throughout this country that will once again begin to represent the citizens of America rather than just the businesses, special interest groups, and for that matter, foreign powers and banks.
What's your position on term limits for members of Congress?
I hope I can get everything accomplished in one term. If not, I'm willing to serve two, but that's the end. If you can't get enough done in 12 years, you need to come home and someone else needs to go there.
So then
Congress, you need about 6 years. That ought to be sufficient.
So then you would vote for a bill to implement that?
I'll write a bill to implement that.
What's your position on having members of Congress drug tested?
I didn't get that.
What's your position on having members of Congress drug tested?
I don't have a problem with it.
Do you see an advantage in having them drug tested?
Yeah, I think they ought to be all clear-headed when they vote on things or read legislation.
What's your position on making certain that they understand what's in a bill before they vote on a bill by testing them to make certain that they understand the parameters of what they're going to vote for?
I believe all bills have to fall under constitutional authority. If they don't, they shouldn't even be in committee.
So then what you're saying is you're in agreement with that. You would propose a bill that would make certain that that took in fact place?
That has to happen, or no bill can be put forth. You can't go in committee, or let's say you may get a bill into committee, but it can never come out of committee without being totally compliant with the U.S. Constitution, because everybody in the House and the Senate has taken an oath to protect and defend the Constitution. Therefore, you can't pass bills that violate the very Constitution we're supposed to protect.
What's your position on two of the presidential candidates that are running for the Oval Office, specifically Marco Rubio and Bobby Jindal?
I don't believe either one of those is what you call a natural citizen.
Why would that be?
Because their parents weren't citizens. And the Constitution of the Congress of 1790 and then 1795 clarified that issue very well. And more people ought to actually read it and understand what we can do, just like on immigration. Everybody's saying we need an amendment to the Constitution to deal with immigration. We don't. It falls under the purview of Congress to write laws dealing with naturalization, uniform naturalization, and immigration. And uniform means the same for everybody.
How can people get in touch with you if they want to talk to you in person?
They can get a hold of me on vanussenate.com. or they can email me at vanussenate.com, or they can find the numbers to call me directly if they choose to by simply going to printed materials, campaign materials, and my business card's there with my phone number on it.
Thank you very much for your time, and I wish you the best of success with pursuing your Senate seat against the songbird of the Hanoi Hilton.